Lethargic Sloth here, and it's time for Denmark to shine. Denmark will be represented at Eurovision 2018 by Rasmussen with the song Higher Ground. If I had to describe this song in one word, it would be epic. Everything about this song comes off as epic, from the staging to the music, the singer, the four Viking backup singers. Everything about it is epic. And I'm just hoping this has an epic performance in the semifinals because this has the makings to be a really wonderful Eurovision song. So, Rasmussen is a lead singer and frontman of a 1980s cover band, actually. They are called the Hair Metal Heroes, and they cover songs by artists like ABBA and Elton John. So before I start the song review, I have to mention, as a Game of Thrones fan, just how much this guy looks like Tormund Giantsbane. I had to say that. I'm sure a lot of other people will say that, but remember, this was one of the first song reviews out, right after the Grand Prix ended, so maybe you heard it here first, we'll see. So, what's good about this song? I love it when countries incorporate their heritage, their style, and their music into their acts. I don't like when a country, such as the UK, just for an example, sends a bland pop song that showcases nothing about what their country is about. A song like this is a modern twist on traditional Viking songs, and it showcases Danish heritage. I love that so much, and we see it so rarely at Eurovision these days. Rasmussen has one of the best voices in the competition thus far. It's funny because I don't think you could ever look at a lineup of 10 singers with Rasmussen in there and match that man with that voice. His tone is so smooth, and Higher Ground really shows off just how dynamic his voice is. He starts slow and builds up, and he hits all of the notes live, high or low. I have no doubt that he will give off a flawless vocal performance in Lisbon, barring an illness, because that can always happen too. But I don't want to jinx that. You can listen to the song and just drift away. It takes you away from your normal everyday life and transports you back in time. It tells a story and engages you. It creates its own world, and you can imagine yourself there. Though the song seems as something from history, it offers many life lessons for today. Keep on trying, never give up, aim for higher ground, reach for your goals. Quote, take the leap to land on higher ground, unquote. The song is incredibly motivating and has a very positive message for all people. The staging for this is actually incredible. A lot of blue, but it works. There are so many different patterns and things going on. The ambience and the atmosphere. I couldn't imagine how much I would love this staging if you had just told me it was a blue stage. But watch the Danks Melody Grand Prix and you can see what I'm talking about. It just works. A little side note, the beat of the song really draws me in and keeps me interested throughout. Now, Rasmussen has a background in theater, so you can tell in his performance and the choreography with the backing vocalists that it's a little bit of theater and a little bit of showmanship there, and that also interests the crowd. So what's potentially problematic about this song? I can't think of a lot of reasons this song will do poorly at the contest. Rasmussen sounds amazing, the staging was very cool, and he's got an amazing song. At face value, this seems like a near-perfect song. There are concerns about volume and him blending with the backing singers. That can be a concern whenever you have a live performance. There's always a chance something goes wrong there, but I'm not too worried about that. Obviously, not everybody is going to like it, but that's the same with all the songs. Everybody has their favorites. I think this song will do great with the jury, and I think it will get support from the televoters also. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have our winner right here. We have to wait and see before I get ahead of myself, but good God, I am very excited about this song. So, what is my rating? Well, as a lesson, I rated 3 or 4 songs last year with perfect scores. I don't want to penalize a song when I think it deserves a perfect score, but I also don't want to hand those out freely. I want a song, an incredible song, to deserve to get a perfect score. There's going to be a lot of 9.5s, but I want to make sure that a 10 really earns it. And this song is very close to a 10 for me, personally, because I do personal, not technical ratings. I love this song. This is incredible, and it's probably my favorite song that I've heard thus far in Eurovision season. I am so excited for this. Has it something that I've never heard before? No. I mean, what song here is so different that you haven't heard it before in some way, shape, or form? This song reminds me of like the group Basics. If you've heard them, they sing the song Australian Spring. This is the same type of deal as they do, kind of Viking theme and everything. Um, so while it's not perfect, just because I have volume concerns with this, it's really close. I want to give it a 10. I'm so close, and maybe later down the line I do, but for right now, it's a 9.5. It's incredible. It's as close to a 10 as you can possibly get from me. I love it. I am completely head over heels for this song at the moment, so I hope the magic lasts and I can keep rooting for it in the competition. So is this song a contender or a pretender? I've really had a tough go at it so far. I haven't really found very many songs that I would call a contender. I think out of all the reviews I've done, I've called one a contender and the rest pretenders for various reasons. This, my friends, is a contender. I believe that this has a legitimate shot not only to qualify for the finals, but get enough votes in order to win the competition. Now, we do have to hear all the other songs. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think it has a shot to win. I think it's the type of song that can get a cult following and fan base in order to push it over the top and actually win the competition. I am super excited about this entry. And maybe a month from now I'll feel differently. Maybe there'll be more songs, there'll be others that stand out even more. But this is music at its finest. It's theater, it's history, it's motivation for the times today. It's a little bit of everything. And I can't help thinking that anybody that listens to this, that truly listens, can relate to this song. So I believe it's one that has an excellent shot of coming out on top. So I'm calling this a contender. Denmark has come a very long way since The Way You Are and Soldiers of Love. I thought that Anja Nissen last year was a huge step forward for Denmark after a couple down years. I really enjoyed the song. I actually got overhyped about it a little bit and ranked it a perfect score. Later on, I think I would have changed it down. I used a 4-star rating. I probably would have given a 3.5 later on after hearing it many times. I hope that doesn't happen with this song where I'm getting too ahead of myself and too excited and giving it a high score and then getting tired of it before the competition, but I don't think that's going to be the case. This just excites me way too much to think that I'm going to change my mind that big before the competition. So I'm excited for Denmark. I think Denmark's definitely got the compass pointed in the right direction, and I'm really excited to see this live. This is one I'm going to be anticipating and rooting for. And who knows, it might even make the top of my list this week. So check that out on Sunday when I submit my It'll be top 9 now. So look for that tomorrow. Thank you for watching my review of Denmark at Eurovision 2018. I love doing these reviews, so if you like what I do, please subscribe and look for my reviews. I'll be making Eurovision videos all throughout the season. And I look forward to covering Italy next. So with that said, this is the Lethargic Sloth, out.